Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. I want to thank our chairman, Mr. Harper, and the ranking member, Mr. Brady, for their excellent leadership on this legislation. I rise as a proud co-sponsor and strong supporter of H.R. 4924, the Congressional Accountability Act of 1995 Reform Act, and H.Res.724, the companion resolution anti-harassment and anti-discrimination policies and procedures in this institution. These two bills show how Congress can make dramatic progress on a bipartisan basis when we listen to the people, specifically the Me Too movement against workplace discrimination and harassment that has swept America into the 21st century by demanding equality and dignity in the workplace for all women as well as all men. This continuing women's march across America for workplace fairness has forced the members of this body to acknowledge that here in Congress, sexual harassment has been a serious occupational hazard for thousands of women who only want to come to work, to support their families, and to contribute to the common good of the country. We have heard about shameful cases of quid pro quo harassment, hostile workplace environment, groping, forcible kissing, sexual coercion, and reprisal and retaliation for saying no or complaining. As the representatives of the American people, we have a compelling obligation to lead America to a culture of zero tolerance for sexual harassment and assault in the workplace. And we in Congress must lead not only by strong legislation, but by strong example. Our current dispute resolution process is stacked against victims, requiring people to go through a protracted and duplicative process. Members are provided legal counsel while victims are left to navigate this convoluted process on their own. Settlements, if provided, are paid for with taxpayer money instead of the money of the perpetrators of the offense. This legislation eliminates protracted mandatory waiting periods. It empowers victims to move directly to a court proceeding if they so desire. It creates an Office of Employee Advocacy with lawyers on hand to help people understand their rights. It prohibits sexual relationships. Could I request 30 seconds more, Mr. Chair?
30 seconds.
It prohibits sexual relationships between members of Congress and their staffs, and it holds offending members personally responsible for their conduct by requiring that they pay any settlements that are actually made. I thank Chairman Harper and Ranking Member Brady for their leadership, and especially Congresswoman Jackie Speer for her untiring and exemplary advocacy over the years on this issue. I am glad that we are being part of this great cultural paradigm shift in America right now. I yield back.